All right, last level time. So I remember yesterday before I finished the game, you were telling me that the last part is the best.
Well, I was talking about Urdek.
Yeah, I mean the last parts of the game.
Yeah.
And hell, I mean Necrovol. Necroval.
Necrovol. Whatever. So that was
Hell. Let's call it hell.
Okay.
Hell was amazing.
Yeah.
When I arrived to the first part,
Mhm.
and the Titan is there just chained and dripping lava from its eyes, and the music starts, it was like, this is exactly what I was hoping for. I am playing a heavy metal disc. It's perfect. The music is perfect. The everything is perfect. And there is the monolithic city with metal spikes and skeletons everywhere and fire.
Yeah, and the bodies.
And the bodies piling up
the-
everywhere. Absolutely perfect, amazing, just wonderful.
They gave you what you wanted, and yeah.
Exactly, it's like, but that was probably the first part they designed. And I'm thinking they started by, okay, this is the most amazing version of hell. Let's build everything around this. I love that part. That was amazing.
And then leading to that part, then you get to Urdek.
No, the whole part is so cool. You get to hell and you experience hell in all its hellishness, and then you start like knowing about the soul processor and all the process and how the souls are tortured, and then the energy. Amazing. I love that. The whole engine, and fantastic. And of course, then you're sent to Urdek, which is the new part, and you have these amazing like angelic robotic structures. That like copper reddish color of the metal parts.
And the red trees.
Oh my god, the red trees! The red trees! I've taken so much pictures of the red trees.
Yeah, it was very
lovely,
very well done.
Lovely. I thought that was really beautiful.
And then you defeat the.
Oh my god! And then
the
in this really consistent curve of everything is cooler than the last part.
Okay.
Then you get to Urdek, which is like the best, most amazing place with the trees and everything. And then you get sent to the most boring setting on the game, which is the building complex.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I just felt so sad.
And now that you mention
sad.
It, yeah, I don't think I.
You took it that way?
Yeah, I mean, you're very right about all that. It is uninspired as fuck, that part.
And it seems like they were like cobbling together a level, like, oh, let's give them like 1 extra hour of gaming. Let's just grab a couple of assets from other places. There's no like special landmark. There's no special like building like that. There's no titans chained anywhere. There was nothing to look at, because every single level has some statue or thing.
Even the level design is uninspired in that place.
There's no level design. It's a straight fucking line. That's it.
Because there are plenty of levels that I thought were beautifully designed.
Oh no, and you come back to this main hub of the world, and you recognize the parts that you have already been through.
Yeah, I told you, for me, the probably the Super Gore Nest was one of the levels I most enjoyed. I think it was very well designed.
I really liked the cultist base is, I think, is my favorite place. Firstly, because it's absolutely it's a world that straight out to Warhammer.
Right. What you're saying in like visually, yes, you're probably right. But I mean, gameplay wise, I think Super Gore Nest is.
Yeah, it's really well made. I mean,
it's well made. It's just
because there's a lot of. I mean, you start in like a hub-like place, and then you kind of go around one side, and then you come back, and then you go into the other side, and at any point where you finish one section of the level, you can access the other parts so easily. You can be in like 3 jumps anywhere you want in the level. Okay, so but going back to the most uninspired level of the whole game, dude, why couldn't they have made the Icon of Sin fight on Ordek? That would have been the next level of grabbing this Icon of Sin thing and elevating it to the place where it should be. It should be this angelic, hellish abomination. But no, it's like that you're sent to the office. And
oh shit.
Then you have to fight the exact same fight like 5 times. It was really bad. I really didn't like it. It was sad. It was sad.
Uninspired is the word.
Yes, uninspired. That's the word.
Very true.
That last world actually made me realize something else.
What?
That since there was nothing to look around, and there was no interesting landmark or fun shit to explore, I was actually there was like it was a grey room where you only have to fight, and that's what made me realize that the problem with the same fight, it was the same fight. You went into a building, all right, here comes
hey, but that's the fun of Doom, right? I mean, the fights are enjoyable. They are just by themselves.
No, if you fight the same fight 5 times in a row. That's what I realized in that level. Because
really?
a good part of my enjoyment was actually, oh, look at this awesome world, look at how I'm fighting, where I'm fighting. And this complex was the same building and you have the same fight. If they could like mix it up a little bit, but no, it's like, here comes the
I don't know if I agree with that.
Okay.
I mean, there are like, technically there's like infinite ways to finish the same fight. You can be sort of creative in fighting in Doom.
I mean, yes. The problem is that, well, I thought it was the same fight because as we were discussing a little bit earlier, once you get to certain level, the difficulty comes from the fact that there's like 1 million enemies at the same time. And the only way you can fight that many enemies is by running at top speed and shooting whenever you can.
Right.
So the fight becomes, I'm now going to start running at full speed and shooting. Okay, there's a guy, shoot, and then I have to keep running. And that was my problem. When the only strategy is running at top speed, all the fights in the same building are running at top speed. That was my problem.
Yeah, I will agree that maybe you kind of lose strategy.
And maybe the only way you can actually keep your HPs at a reasonable level, you have to run at top speed.
Well, yeah, I mean, the chaos increases when you add more enemies, and
yeah, when your only source of difficulty is
more enemies. Hey, we know
the same that we did with Mini-Doom.
Yeah, the same problem of Mini-Doom.
Yeah, it's exactly the same problem.
Yeah, the problem with Mini-Doom, it is that
and that's
it
the thing. I mean,
increase the amount of enemies and chaos, and you start losing strategies, strategy possibilities.
And we knew, and we said, yeah, I mean, we're noobs. We don't really know how to deal with this. Maybe we can, and you design the Icon of Sin with like this mechanic that you use the whole death thing to change the world. So your objective is not really killing everyone; it's just activating this part. So there's something a little bit different. And the Icon of Sin fight was just.
You didn't enjoy the Icon of Sin fight then?
No. I didn't feel like I was doing anything with all the skills I had acquired.
Yeah,
because it was like, please, no one touch me, no one annoy me, I don't want to fight you. Which I think that's bad, because Doom is fighting. You should be like, yes, I want to fight. Now I'm going to fight. It's like, no, I don't want to fight. Please move over so I can shoot this cow that's annoying me.
I gotta say, I didn't enjoy it too much either. Mainly because it was all about just the enemies were not important.
Exactly,
right?
They were an annoyance. They were.
But you also had like a way to easily dispose of them, which was just the fucking sword. there were like infinite ammo for your sword. So you always had like instant blood punch and instant sword. So you could just
And besides,
take everybody
the
out.
icon of sin was actively destroying the other enemies, right? Because
I don't know if actively, but it could, you know.
They were dying because of his powers.
Yeah, exactly, because Hugo played Mini-Doom 2 and said,
Yeah.
we gotta do this. Well, I guess that's the point of the fight, right? Like, you gotta focus on the cow, and meanwhile everybody's shooting at you, but you just gotta ignore them. I mean,
I don't know, it's kind of
annoying, yes. I will say
it's
that's
annoying, and it feel. Oh my god! Look at this beautiful thing.
Yeah. But hey, I will say that's one of the things that maybe Hugo take some better notes of Mini-Doom, because in Mini-Doom, yeah, you got the cow, and you got a lot of enemies up in your
I
grill.
mean, we have the same problem.
Sort of, but in the Icon of Sin Mini-Doom fight, you actually have to kill the other enemies.
Because it has a purpose.
Yeah, when you kill the other enemies, the Icon of Sin becomes vulnerable to your attacks. So the purpose is not, okay, you gotta shoot the cow, ignore the enemies. No,
it's do more of what you have been doing during the whole game. The whole game is about killing enemies. So the end is killing enemies to allow you to defeat the final boss. Because of course you're not fighting the final boss. You're fighting more enemies. That's what you have been doing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But actually, I kind of liked that in Doom Eternal the Icon of Sin is kind of, you know, you defeat it. Yeah, it's there, and you just have to shoot at it. You know, you just,
that is true.
That's true. That's kind of what you've been doing all the game, like destroying parts of the enemies.
Okay, yeah. If you put it that way, that's absolutely true.
So kinda,
but the thing is,
but not quite. I don't know.
But again, the thing on the background is very, very different from the kind of strategy and movement and forward fighting that you have been doing the whole game. It's just I'm going to find a place where I can stand and shoot. Nothing of the fighting chess or the dancing with the enemies, that is gone. That's my problem.
Yeah, kinda, right? Because it's true. There is kind of mindless.
So if you have never played,
yeah, that's why it felt kind of cheap using the sword, because the sword is just, you know, one click kill, and the point in that fight is just one click kill everything
while you're doing this other thing that you have never done before, which is unloading as much ammunition as possible and moving on.
Yeah, first time that the Unmaker is useful actually. There.
Oh, I didn't even thought of using that.
The Unmaker, really? I thought it was really useful there. So, what do you think when you defeat the Icon? Because for me it was very disappointing.
I was kind of sad. It was like, that's it.
Yeah. That was it.
That's it. I defeated like, this cow in this really drab building, and that's it.
And then
Doomguy he kind of walks.
Yeah, Doomguy like
in a way that was not very cool.
Look at my butt cheeks.
Yeah, look at my really well my feet that looks really weird because of the, I don't know, my rubber feet.
It was
kind of lame.
It was like an ending. Okay, join. We will kill these bastards, and
right.
Then we
and then we can go to the next episode.
We wrap this bitch up.
So let's finish this episode, and the wrap up is next one, and then we kill these guys. Oh my god!
What the fuck? Okay, I guess we're
the Left Behind series.
Oh my god, we are gonna get F'd in the A. Oh shit! This frog is annoying me.
Oh come on!
God, no! Let's see if it saves the
victory.
victory.
Oh yeah!